Hi, good day, my Facebook friends. Once again, it's me sharing some stuff with you. As I have said previously, my videos is to encourage us to make 2021 a better year. We've come through a difficult 2020, so 2021 needs to be better than 2020. My goal is to share with you tips to encourage you, make sure that when we end 2021, that we will say that we had the best year ever. And today I want to talk to you about setting a goal, a timeline to your goal. Many of us have goals. Many of us have dreams. So one day I will have a big house. One day I will have an expensive car. One day I want to have a picket white fence. One day I want to do this and do that. But when is one day? What is the timeline to one day? You see, we can dream all we want, but unless we put a timeline to our dreams, unless we put a timeline to what we want, it will never come into existence. It will never be tangible, it will never be touchable, it will never be what you really want, and it only will be a dream. And even when you put a goal out and you put a timeline to it, then you will put effort into it. And the second part of my discussion is that put a timeline to it and stick to it. Because many of us have a dream, many of us have something that we want to do, something that we desire, something that we wish we will have one day. But we can't stuck to the task at hand, we can't stuck to a timeline. We will always say, no, tomorrow I will begin, oh no, not now, oh later, and we never come to the place where we will reach our goal. And every time we will put it off, we will put the dream further ahead. Your one day will become 10 years. The 10 years will become 20 years. And you might even, when you're old, you have a bucket list. And when you die, you never reach it. And sometimes the goals that we have, it's so easy to obtain. But because we never put a timeline to it, because we never put effort into it, we never reach our goals. And so for 2021, you have 12 months. So what is your goal? What is your dream? Most important, first of all, is write it down what you want. Write down what you want to achieve. You want to go to university, you want to go to a college, if you want to study, finish your matric, whatever it is, write it down. My spiritual father always says, if you want a big house, get a picture of it. If you want a great car, get a picture of it. Whatever it is, get a magazine, cut out a picture of it. Get yourself a board, paste it on. Write it down. Take it out of your mind and put it down. Make it seeable. Bring it from the unseen into the seen. So that is important. Why is it important? Because every time when you look at it, it will remind you, it will challenge you, it will give your life a purpose and a meaning. I help children with their school homework. And one of the important things that in their life orientation that I did was careers and all of that. And one of the things that I continuously helped them with was a SMART chart. The SMART chart, the S stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Your SMART must have, your goal must have that SMART of all of it. It must be so specific. Make it specific. If it is a house, write down house. Measurable. Measure out what it takes, what it will cost, how long it will take you. Work out the specifics of it. Attainable. Ask yourself, can I achieve it? Is it just a dream or is it attainable? Is it realistic? Don't set yourself goals that is far beyond you. And I'm not a critic. I'm not saying don't believe in yourself. R. Kelly said, I believe I can fly. If you have that much faith, then believe it. You might not be able to fly like a bird, but there's still airplanes that you can fly. So if you believe that you can fly, buy a ticket and fly in the airplane. So make it realistic and make it time bound. Give yourself a specific time that you're going to achieve your goal. Don't put it off. stick to it. And that is important for all of us to know, that you need to write down and have a time frame in it. Why is it important to write it down? When you write your goals down, they become real, tangible, instead of vague idea that resides only in your mind. That is why I said, bring it out of the mind into the reality. Make it tangible, make it touchable. It's important that when you once write it down, then your goal is no more just idea. It is tangible, it's in front of you. For me, every time I have a goal, something that I want, I write it down. I place it against my mirror, so when I go and have a look at me in the mirror in the mornings, then I can see it. There was a time when I placed it on the refrigerator, when I go to the fridge to take out the milk in the morning, and I can see it. So place it at a place where you know that you will visit it every morning. Think about it, pray about it, talk to God about it. So put a time frame into this. Never tell yourself one day. One day can be 100 years. One day can be 2 days. It all depends on your goal and the effort you put into making it a reality. I've seen so many people reach their goals because they put the time into it. They said in the next year, and they work hard to reach it. I've also seen people that had small goals that never reach it because they never put the time to it. They never put the time frame and said in the next year, in the next 2 years, in the next month. And because they never put the time frame to it, they always put it off. They always said next time, next year. Put a time frame to it. Make sure that it is realistic, because then it will discourage you. If you want a house, I know it's expensive in this day and age, but if you want a house, then you need to put it aside and say to yourself, I want a house in the next year. So what do I need to do? Go to the bank. Go online. Go find out what is the prices of a house. And then the bank will maybe tell you then you need a deposit of 10,000, 20,000. Now you work a plan out. How will I get to the 20,000? How will I get the 10,000? And then you make that 10,000 smaller. You say in the next year, the 10,000 means less than 1,000 rand, or make it 1,000 rand. Then I will have a 12,000 rand. Every month I need to save 1,000 rand. You can break it down and say if I have to have 1,000 rand a month per week, it means I need to have a 250 rand per day. Break it down, make it smaller. It all depends on your goal and how you really want to achieve it. Work on it, make a plan. Ask for guidance, ask for help. Open a savings account. Do the necessary. You see, many times we wait on God to bless us. We dream about winning the lotto, although some of us never played the lotto. We wait for our SIPs to come into, but we never do anything to reach our goals. And the dream of owning a house is just a dream. A dream to own our own car is just a dream. It never becomes a reality. When I decided that I want a car, my spiritual father said, now go for your license. Start somewhere. And when I had the license, that motivated me to get a car, because now I've got learners. Now I've got license. So what's the next step? Get the car. Start somewhere. And then I said to myself, now I'm going to work out the next year for my car. Then I looked at a car, priced it and said, this is my car. How much is the car? X amount. How much will I need? And then I work. Every time, you won't know what my diet was to get the car. Peanut butter and bread. In South Africa, we know about penny bolognas, Russians, cheese. There was no luxuries. There was no, I'm going to go and sit and spur. No. And yes, there were times when I had money, then I wanted to go and spoil myself. But I said to myself, then I will never reach my goal. Then my 1 year will become 2 years. And my 2 years will become 3 years. So then I need to have discipline and stick to my plan. Stick to what I want, stick and make sure that I will reach my goal. You see, no one will come into your life. Some of us are lucky. I was blessed. But no one will come into your life and make your dream a reality. But you. No one will put more effort into achieving your goal as you. So my encouragement for this day is set a timeline to your goal, to your dream, and stick to it. Make yourself deaf to the opinion of other people and stick to your goal. Thanks for watching. I hope that by the end of this year, I will have people that say, you know what? I've reached my goals. Thank you, Marlon. I love you guys. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day.